Hello everyone, this is Venkat. Today you are going to learn about numerical integration. So in this numerical integration you are going to learn about trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule. So actually what is you mean by integration? Finding area of the curve under certain limits is called integration. So why we do integration? We need to find some area of the curve under certain limits. So here numerical integration, the process of evaluating definite integral. Definite integral means the integration of the form a to b y of x dx. So we know the limits a and b that are finite is called definite integral. So from its tabulated values means we don't know the function, we know only data values of the integrand is called numerical integration. So numerical integration means we don't know the function, we know only data points. Through that data points you can evaluate integration, that is called numerical integration. So when we apply numerical integration, when the function is unknown, only data points known. This is the one situation. Another case is when the function is known but it is not integrable by known formulas. So what is that? Suppose integration 0 to 6 e power minus of tan inverse of log of 1 by square root of 1 minus x to the power of 1 by 10. So this type of difficult functions, you want to find integration of this, so you can apply numerical integration techniques. There are two cases. Function is unknown, only data points known. Function is known but it is not integrable by as usual methods, then we apply numerical integration techniques. So here the formula is trapezoidal rule. We are not going to derive the formulas, only we are going to use in this lecture. So x0 to xn y of x dx by using trapezoidal rule, that is equal to h by 2 first term plus last term plus 2 into remaining terms. So here h represents what is the h value, step size, xn upper limit minus lower limit by number of intervals. Either h or n will be provided to you in the problems. According to n you can derive h. If it is h is given, you can derive n. So here Simpson's 1/3 rule, h by 3 first term plus last term, 4 into odd terms, the index odd, y1 y3 so on yn minus 1 plus 2 into index even. You can remember like this. So here there is a one restriction, your number of intervals must be even. So you can divide the interval x0 to xn, the number of intervals n must be even in this case. In 3/8 rule, 3h by 8 first term plus last term is common in every formula. Here 3 into, better you can start with here 2 into index multiple of 3, 2 into index multiple of 3 plus 3 into remaining terms, right? Here the restriction is number of intervals must be multiple of 3, then only this formula is applicable. So here example 1, evaluate the integral 7.47 to 7.52 by trapezoidal rule from the given data. So here some data points given, function is unknown. Here this one represents y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, right? You need to find the integral 7.47 to 7.52. So y of x dx. So using trapezoidal rule, h we want to find h value first. Here h is equal to what? Upper limit minus lower limit by number of intervals. Here how many data points given? 6 data points, means 5 intervals. N must be, here n is 5. Upper limit is 7.52 minus 7.47 divided by number of intervals 5. After simplification we are getting h as 0.01. So what is the next? Already data points known, so you need to write the formula for the trapezoidal rule. So the formula is h by 2 first term plus last term plus 2 into remaining terms. According to our data, The first term is y naught, last term is y5. First term y naught, last term is y5 plus 2 into remaining terms means 1 to 4 only. So here we need to substitute h value as 0.01. So h is 0.01 by 2 plus y naught is 1.93, y5 is last data 2.06 plus 2 into remaining terms. So after simplification we are getting 0.0996 as the answer. So this one represents approximation area. Okay. Next problem, example 2. Use the trapezoidal rule to evaluate integral 0 to 3 e power minus x square dx using 10 subintervals. So here n is given as 10. So we need to find h. H is upper limit minus lower limit by number of intervals. What is xn? 3. Upper limit, lower limit is 0, by n means 10. So here 3 by 10 means 0.3. H value is 0.3. Starting with 0.3, we need to find up to 3. So 0 initially is 0.3, 0.6 plus 3, 0.3 plus 0.3 up to 3.0. So here this one represents y0, y1, so on, y10. You will get 11 data points. 10 intervals means here in intervals 10, we will get 11 data points. So the formula is first term plus last term plus 2 into remaining terms. So according to our problem, so first term plus last term, first term is y0, last term is y10 plus 2 into remaining terms y1 to y9. So h, what is h? 0.3 by 2, first term is 1.0 y0, y10 is 0.0001 plus 2 into remaining terms. Okay, after simplification we are getting like this. Here what is the difficulty here? Here y of x is equal to e power minus x square. You need to substitute in place of x 0.0 means e power 0 is 1. So similarly next e power minus of 0.3 whole square. So y of 0.3 is equal to, we need to substitute into this formula, e power minus of 0.3 whole square. So you will get that value as 0. Here minus is outside, only we need to square only the value of x 0.3 whole square. So that value is 0.9139. So similarly 0.6 whole square we will get y2, similarly 0.9, so on. So it is decreasing function, e power minus x square is decreases. So according to data you need to substitute in the given formula, then simplify it. Okay, next problem. Evaluate the integral 0 to 6 1 by 1 plus x square dx by trapezoidal rule, Simpson 1 by 3rd rule and 3 by 8th rule by taking h is equal to 1. So what about n? N is upper limit minus lower limit by h value, h is 1. Means 6 intervals means we are going to get 7 data points. Starting with 0, step size is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay. So what about y of x? The function is 1 by 1 plus x square. In place of x, first of all you need to substitute 0. So 1 by 1 plus 0 whole square means 1 only. Next 1 by 1 plus 1 square means 1. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. Like that you need to evaluate y data corresponding to x data. According to the given function, you need to substitute x value. So you will get y data. So what about next? In the formula, you need to substitute. In the trapezoidal rule formula is h by 2 first term plus last term plus 2 into remaining terms. Right? What about h is? H is 1 by 2 plus first term is 1, y0, y6 is 0.027 plus 2 into remaining terms. The next Simpson's 1 by 3rd rule. Is the Simpson 1 by 3rd rule is applicable? Yes or no? You need to verify using, what is the restriction for Simpson 1 by 3rd? Number of intervals must be even. Here 6. Here number of intervals are 6. Therefore 1 by 3rd rule is applicable. What is the formula? H by 3 first term plus last term plus 4 into odd, 2 into even. Right? So according to data you can substitute and you can evaluate, you will get like this. What about next? So next, Simpson's 3 by 8th rule. Simpson's 3 by 8th rule, when it is applicable? number of intervals n must be multiple of 3. Okay, here 6 is multiple of 3, therefore it is applicable. The formula is 3h by 8 first term plus last term plus 2 into index multiple of 3 plus 3 into remaining terms. You can simply remember 3h by 8 first term plus last term, 2 into index multiple of 3 plus 3 into remaining terms. So substitute the values, you can simplify it, you will get like this. So this is all about numerical integration. So here simply you need to remember the formula, trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule and 3/8 rule. When that 1/3 rule is applicable, number of intervals must be, n must be even. Here n must be multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means 6, 3, 6, 9, 12 like that. If the problem is given, if it is n is not mentioned, if you want to solve the problem through Simpson 1/3 and 3/8, so you need to choose even and multiple of 3, that is 6. Minimum is 6. You can take 6 as the number of intervals and you can solve. Okay, this is all about numerical integration. So when we apply numerical integration, there are two cases. First case is when the function is unknown, only data points known. Second case, integrand is known, function is known, but it is not integrable by as usual methods. In those cases, we apply numerical integration. The results is in the form of approximation only, not exact area. We will get approximation area only. Okay, thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe the channel. Also share it to your friends. Thank you for watching.